Hey, this is the Big Hardcore Gamer. Now, every year I make a list of games releasing that I want to play, and that video is still coming. But for this video, I thought I'd do something different. You see, every gamer has a backlog, no matter which platform you play on. And that's a list of games that you bought with the intention of playing at some point, but can never find the time to get to it because of all the new games releasing. But for someone like myself that plays on both PS5 and PC, my backlog is absolutely ridiculous. So I thought to myself, why not do a list of games that I want to clear from my backlog in 2025? Now, this is definitely an ambitious list, and I doubt that I'll get through all of it because I actually want to leave my house next year. But if I manage to get through either a quarter of it in 2025, I'll be happy. Also, some of these entries are groups of games, so I definitely am crazy. So chill with me while I go through this list, get yourself comfortable, watch until the end and subscribe if you're new. And leave a comment with how many of these games you think I'll actually get through. Right, let's get into it. The first game on the list is Far Cry 6. Now, I beat Far Cry 1 back in the day, and then also beat Far Cry 3, which was the best in the series in my opinion. But I also bought Far Cry 2, 4, 5 and got Blood Dragon with a graphics card. I haven't beaten any of them, and they've all ended up in the great unfinished Far Cry graveyard.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy.
Then a few years ago, I bought Far Cry 6 in a sale, and I was absolutely loving it. This game is batshit crazy, and is the most I've enjoyed a Far Cry game since 3. Then I started getting PC issues, and the game was constantly crashing my PC every time I tried to play it. So now I have a new PC, and I actually want to finish this damn game. I'm pretty far in, and I'm guessing I can get it done in around 10 hours max, so this one is definitely getting done in 2025. This Far Cry game isn't ending up in the graveyard. Back in 2020, when I got the launch PS5, I saw Persona 5 in the PS Plus collection and decided to give it a try. This was my first JRPG, and I absolutely loved it. The music, the anime, the twisted sense of humor all got me hooked. I dumped over 100 hours into this game, but I never actually finished it. The last time I played it, I spent an hour going through a palace and was close to the save room. Then I got into a battle and got killed and lost all of that progress. I was so pissed off that I uninstalled the game. It's been 2 years, but now with me looking at Atlus's new game, Metaphor Refantasio, I've decided that I need to beat the OG before I tackle the new game. By the way, this is the standard version of the game and not the Royale. I was at least 50 or 60 hours into the game before I found out that I couldn't just upgrade to Royale, and I ain't starting this game again from scratch. At number 9 is a game that was on my 2024 most anticipated list, but it launched at a terrible time while I was busy with other games, so I didn't buy it. Then I built my new PC and I got a code for Star Wars Outlaws with my 4070 Super graphics card. Since launch, they've been regularly updating it to fix complaints that people had, like issues with the stealth mechanics, and it will probably improve even more by the time I get to play it. It's already installed on my PC, and Star Wars Outlaws is definitely getting played in 2025. One game I'm interested in for 2025 is Mafia: The Old Country. The only game in the series that I completed was Mafia 2, which I loved. I was enjoying Mafia 3 on PlayStation when I got the PS5, but I ran into some game breaking bugs and couldn't continue. With Mafia Definitive Edition, I actually bought it cheap in sale in the Epic Game Store at least a year ago, and I never even installed it. I think now might be the right time to play it to get myself in the mood for the new game. Because I play a lot of long games, I often need a good palate cleanser, something that I can beat in 10 hours or less, that doesn't really require a lot of effort. Telltale games are perfect for this because I can enjoy the story and select some sometimes entertaining choices. Back in the day, I played through the Walking Dead Telltale games, but the one I never got around to playing was The Wolf Among Us. When I heard that they're making a sequel, I decided to buy the first game and play through it. So I'll probably stream this the week before Part 2 releases. At number 6 is Borderlands. And I'm not even going to put a number next to it, okay, because I don't know which one. I haven't beaten a Borderlands game. I put 15 hours into Borderlands 2 back in the day, but never actually completed it. Then on Epic Games Store, I got Borderlands 2, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 3 as free games. I even tried, the trial for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands on PS Plus, but I never went back and finished the game. In fact, the only Borderlands game I've actually beaten is Tales from the Borderlands. Well, in 2025, Borderlands 4 will be releasing, and I'm probably going to want to play it. So I'm going to try and beat at least one Borderlands game before this releases. I'm definitely going to be checking, the game lengths on how long to beat before I tackle this one. I've never played any of the old Metal Gear Solid games. Early in 2024, Konami gave me a code for Metal Gear Solid Collection, and I never had time to play it. In 2025, the remake for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater should be releasing, and it looks pretty good from the trailers I've seen. I say it should be releasing in 2025 because it was supposed to release in 2024, but got delayed. I would like to play through Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 before it releases, so as soon as I see release date, I'm getting on it. 2024 was the year of the RPGs, which each came with massive playtimes. So although I bought Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on day one, I got burnt out because I was just playing too much, and I stopped playing at around 40 hours. Also, the performance mode wasn't great on the base PS5. In 2025, Rebirth will be getting completed, either when I upgrade to the PS5 Pro, which hopefully I will upgrade to it in 2025, or possibly the PC version since that's been announced. I'm going to start from scratch and try to no-life it until I actually finish it, so I'm definitely going to have to wait for a dry month before I tackle this one. Now, before I get into the top 3 on this list, I have some honorable mentions. To start with, I need to clear some DLCs from my backlog. I keep buying DLCs and special editions of games to get the season passes, then the DLC releases and I just don't have time to play it. On this list, I'm talking Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores DLC, Remnant 2 DLC, and Alan Wake 2 DLC, which I'll probably play through during spooky season. I also want to get some platinum runs done for a couple games. I streamed a platinum run for The Last of Us Part 2 early in 2024, but I never got the platinum for Part 1. I need that in 2025. I also need to finish my platinum run for Lies of P, and I want to try and get this done before the DLC releases. Right, it's time for the top 3, and this is definitely an ambitious top 3. One game that I've been putting off for a long time now is Elden Ring. I've seen the hype. I saw it beat my personal Game of the Year in 2022, God of War Ragnarok. I've seen everybody and their mama talk about how great this game is, but I never tried it for myself. I was putting it off because of the length of the game, because I already play a lot of long games and it can get exhausting from time to time. Well, in 2025, it may be the year that I actually get this done. I was going to play Sekiro, but after seeing that another DLC is being released, I think it's time to finally tackle Elden Ring. I'm going to try and at least get through the main game, and I will be streaming some of it. So wish me luck and make sure you join my streams to watch me take this game on. At number 2 is Death Stranding Director's Cut, the game that I originally dismissed as the FedEx walking simulator. This game did not look appealing to me at all and honestly looked extremely boring, but I kept hearing people say how good it was. Then PS Plus Extra and Premium launched and I decided to try it out. I remember playing the first few hours and messaging my friend to ask, what the hell has Kojima been smoking? This game is wild. I actually remember trying to explain this game to a non-gamer friend of mine, and he just had this confused, what the hell are you talking about look on his face. By this time I was already hooked, just because I was curious to see how the game was going to turn out. And you know, I was strangely addictive to come up with new ways of carrying the packaging across, you know, creating bridges, and you're trying to get over areas that looked impossible to get over, which in some cases they were. And that whole thing about the baby in the incubator that you're carrying around being able to sense these spirits or whatever the hell they were, it was strangely addictive. But then other games came out and I never got to finish off this game. Then this year there was a state of play where they showed the Death Stranding 2 trailer, and as soon as I saw that, the first game got pushed up to the top of my backlog list. It's time to get this game done before the sequel releases. Now, I got a free copy on PC through Epic Games Store, but I've already put in 11 hours on the PS5 version through PS Plus Extra, so that's where I'm going to be playing it. And to be fair, it looked amazing on the PS5, so I don't really need to play it anywhere else. So I'm going to restart it, and I may even go for the platinum. We'll see. And at number 1 is Cyberpunk 2077. Look, I bought this game on day 1 on PC. I had to reduce the settings to get it to run on my PC, but I actually managed to get it running pretty smoothly at first. As they started updating the game to fix the issues, it started, running like crap on my PC, so I ended up dropping it. I put 40 hours into this game before I stopped playing, and I was really enjoying it. The weapon variety, the combat, and Jackie and Johnny Silverhands were really great entertaining characters, and a lot of the missions were fun as well, and even the side missions. I need to find out how the story ends. Now, I have a PC capable of running this game now, the way it was meant to be played, and I'm going to get it done in 2025 no matter how long it takes. I won't be streaming this one, but I'm going to try and get through at least the base game by the end of the year. Then I may end up doing the DLC the following year. Right, so that's my 2025 backlog list. Now, I did say it was an ambitious one. How many do you think I'll actually get through? Leave a comment below and also say what's on your backlog list. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and check out some other content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.